Good morning, sixth graders. Welcome to our technology class. This is week 39. So here's what's going on this week. We completed up to activity number 7 in the Google CS First curriculum. And so those are the assignments that will count for the fourth quarter, meaning that all of those are due by this Friday, the 11th, in order to receive credit for the fourth quarter. And then today, what we're doing is a bonus lesson. We're doing activity number 8 in the coding. And if you decide to complete this, then you can receive 100 for any 0 that you may have had during fourth quarter. Or if you did all of your assignments, then you can receive up to 20 points on your lowest grade in the fourth quarter. So I'm trying to make it be pretty generous, so that way, if you say you fell behind, maybe you had a 0, and then that way there'd be no late points or anything. If you did this, you could just get it replaced, the 0 with 100. So I'm trying to give you guys a way to be able to catch up and build up your grade if you feel like you fell behind or you wanted to boost your grade up. So I'll go through this last one with you. And then you would have to send it to me by the 11th, so that's Friday, in order to get the bonus points, okay? So everything, including this, would be due, because then we have to update all the grades in the grade link and be done with the quarter. So that will be due by Friday, along with anything else. So there was also one typing assignment this quarter. If you didn't do that, make sure you do the typing before Friday. There was there anything else I wanted to bring up? I think it was mostly just all the code, right? So yeah, all the coding. So if you missed any of the coding, catch up, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go through this last one with you guys on here, and then you can work on it to get your bonus points.
Welcome to your last activity for Google CS First Sports. In this club, you've experienced many ways that computers, computer science, and sports connect. You've built some slick projects that you should be proud to show off to your friends and family. In this last activity, you'll reflect on everything you've done and learned in this club. Check out this highlight reel of your accomplishments in this club. In Activity 1, you programmed a victory celebration. In Activity 2, you made a performance routine with sports commentary. In Activity 3, you built a net sports game with a controllable sprite and a bouncing ball. In Activity 4, you created a sweet marketing video to show off a new fitness gadget. In Activity 5, you programmed an all-star passing game in which you aimed and passed to your teammates. In Activity 6, you used analytics to gather data on a player's batting average. In Activity 7, you created an extreme sports obstacle course. Just like athletes who get interviewed right after their big performance, you'll build a project where you get interviewed about what you did and learned in this club. In this example, the ultimate athlete, a penguin of course, talks about its game performance in an interview. Choose any sprite you like to represent you in this project. Open the starter project next to this video, then delete the extra interview sprite. Feel free to customize the project. If you want to change the athlete sprite or edit it in the costume editor, go for it. Alright, here's the game plan. Open the starter project, then add a sprite to represent you in the interview.
Okay, so we're gonna add a sprite that represents you, and then choose an interviewer sprite. So let's go into the starter project. Let's open it up. So it's our last one. So hopefully you guys have the hang of it. So now if you are doing this one, rename it. So put your name, bonus, project. So that way I know that you did the bonus. File save now. And then who do you want to be you, and which do you want to be the announcer? So you can look and say, I can choose a different one. So I can go into here. I could choose somebody that I want to be me. I'll just pick this one. And then I could delete this one. Okay. Now we have Abby is my person here. Okay. Alrighty. So now let's go to the next one.
In this video, create an interview between two sprites. First, make the newly added sprite talk with the interviewer sprite. Click on the interviewer. From the Looks menu, drag out a Say for 2 seconds block. Make it say an interview question. This example will say, what challenges did you have to overcome? Tell the interviewer when to start. From the Events menu, place a When Flag Clicked block above the Say block to start the interview when the flag is clicked. Click the flag. The interviewer asks the question. Next, program a response. Click on your sprite that represents you. From the Looks menu, drag out another Say block. In this one, answer the question. This example says, initially, I had a hard time putting blocks in the right order, but I kept trying until I figured it out. From the Events menu, place a When Flag Clicked block above the Say block. Click the flag. It works, but your answer and the interviewer's question happen at the same time. Make your sprite wait to answer until the interviewer is done asking the question. From the Control menu, place a Wait block between the When Flag Clicked and Say blocks. Your sprite should wait the amount of time it takes for the interviewer to say the question. Click on the interviewer. In this example, the interviewer speaks for 2 seconds. Click on the sprite that represents you again and change the value in the Wait block to 2 seconds. Click the flag again. The interviewer asks a question, then the sprite responds. Pretty cool. Keep doing this for more questions and answers. Use wait blocks in the interviewer's wait block stack too. Make the sprites wait for each other to finish talking. The example shows the interviewer and the athlete asking and answering questions, complimenting teammates, and thanking their host. Use this interview to reflect on what you've learned. You might talk about your experiences, thank the people who helped you, and remember the fun things you did. This is also your chance to show off your coding skills that you've learned and use the blocks and techniques you explored in previous activities to create one more awesome project. Once you've created a short dialogue, move on to the next page. There, you'll find a lot of cool add-ons to try for your post-game interview. All right,
Okay,
here's
so
the game.
this is so easy. I really hope you guys will do this to get the bonus. So you're really just making a conversation between the two. So I have to delete one of these because I don't need both of them. And then I'm just gonna have one here. I just need to, I feel like she's a little bit big compared to the other lady. Okay. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna start my dialogue between the two. So remember, event, when my flag is clicked, get my dialogue, and then have her have a little conversation. So what did you think about the sports that you played? And then I go to the other one. Now I click on Abby. And now remember, I have to use a wait block because she's going to wait probably like 3 seconds or something. And before she responds, and then she's going to say, well, I really enjoyed trying all of the different sports. Now let's just test it out and see how it looks. So what did you think about the sports that you played? Well, I really enjoyed trying all the different sports. Now we go back to our interviewer, have her, let's get a wait block for her. And then we could have her say, maybe ask like, what was your favorite one? What was your favorite sport that you tried? So I'm just going back and forth and having a little sports commentary. So they're having a little interview. Oh, oops, see, I probably should make this one be like 3 seconds because it came on too soon. Then I would go back to the other one and I'd add a wait block. And then I would have another thing that she would say. Like maybe she could say, I really loved playing tennis, but baseball was my second favorite. So I'm like they're having a conversation They're having a conversation. So now you see how it's flowing. I can make it a little bit bigger so you could see. It's flowing nicely. It's making sense. They have a nice pause between them so that we could see them going back and forth. So that's what you'll do. You'll add in some text. I'd say at least have them say at least 2 things each. And then let's check out and see what add-ons they have too for this to make it a little bit more.
Now it's time to add some cool
entertaining
stuff to your project. Here are your add-on options for this activity. Make your user answer an interview question in Hot Seat. With Photobomb, program a sprite to pop up on the stage and interrupt the interview. Gatorade Shower shows you where to find the Gatorade to dump on your athlete's head. Flash photography makes it look like fans are constantly taking pictures of the victorious athlete. Enjoy creating and coding with these add-on videos and try challenging yourself. Have fun!
Okay, so they do have a few. So they have Hot Seat, Photobomb, Gatorade Shower, Flash Photography. So you could, let's try this one.
Photobomb. This is a fun add-on in which you'll program a new sprite to photobomb the interview. In the example, this girl drops into the stage unannounced and says something silly. You won't see all the steps you need to follow in this video. Use your knowledge about Scratch and your experience in this club to complete the add-on. You only need a few blocks to make your new sprite photobomb. First, pick your photobomber. Then, determine the sprite's starting position by dragging it to one side of the stage. Next, choose an event to start the photobomb, probably either a key press event or a broadcast message. Then add some motion blocks to the event. You might use change X and change Y because these blocks work in loops to move the sprite a certain direction. Then, add 2 repeat loops, one to move onto the stage and the other one to move off the stage. Next, to hide the photobomber, add a when flag click block and snap a hide block at the bottom of the stack. Then, under the event that will start the photobomb, add 2 looks blocks, show, and go to front to make your sprite appear in front of the other sprites on the stage. To make your sprite say something continuously, use a say block instead of a say for 2 seconds block. Alright, here's the game plan. First, pick a photobomber sprite.
Okay, so they had one in here. If you wanted to use the one, like this one has this person. So you could go in and you could add the code for that. So when clicked, we're going to have them hide. And then if you want to just use like one of the, like if you just want to press space bar, that might be easy. Like when you press the space bar, then we're going to have them show. We're going to have them go to front, and then we could add the loops in. So we could have them forever go to X, change X by 10. So let's see, where is our photobomber? Down there somewhere. Let me just test it out. Oh, there she is. Oh no, she's a little bit too low. We gotta move her. Okay, so I added her in. So now when I press the flag, they're having their conversation. And then when I press the space bar, there she goes. She kind of just comes across the screen. So you can, I think it might be easier to use the when space keys press. But I mean, you could try using the broadcast block. You don't even have to honestly do this. I just thought it would be funny. You really only have to do the conversations to get the extra credit. So as long as you add in at least 2 things for each of the sprites and make sure that it flows nicely. If you want to do any of the add-ons, you could do that separately. It's really up to you if you want to get extra. But to get the bonus, you just have to do the basic conversation. So that's really, really easy, I think. I think everybody should do that because why not, to get extra credit. And so just remember, you do have to turn it in before Friday, so that's the 11th. And if you're missing any of the other ones, so they're all on here, there was 7 of them, just make sure that you also send those in. And you probably should email me and tell me if you finished them, since I probably won't be going into each of the accounts again. So you can email me and just tell me, oh, I finished activity 3, and then you could even send me the link to it so I could check it, or you could just come into the room and just show me in your account, okay? Just make sure that you do it before Friday. That way you could get credit for it. And if anybody wants for the next week's video, if you want to share any of the ones that you made, maybe you had some funny ones, entertaining, just send me the link and I could make kind of like a little video, mashup with all the different ones, and then we could show them so that way everybody can see them. Okay? All right, guys. So don't forget, everything's due by Friday the 11th. So please make sure to send it in by then. Okay? And if you need help, you can stop in. Okay, thanks. Bye.